test. We have completed till intellectual giftedness. Under that, we have learned how to differentiate between giftedness and talent, right? Certain characteristics of gifted people. And after that, another topic is what are the types of intelligence tests, right? So first type, the first category is what? How to differentiate between the group and the individual intelligence test. As name is suggesting, individual test means when we are giving the intelligence test to a person, right? Only one person is there. And what is a group test? When we are administering a test on a number of people. Fine. So very easy how to differentiate. Another feature and another difference you can give that in group test, it is not, you can say easily, right? We cannot locate or we cannot relate with the subject's feelings. In group test, we cannot attend every individual personally. Fine. Whereas in individual test, it is possible. And what is happening in individual test, it generally, allow people to answer orally or in a written form. Or we can also manipulate objects as per the teacher's or tester's instruction. In individual test, what is happening? An experimenter or a tester is giving us certain instructions on the spot, and accordingly what we are doing, we are manipulating the thing. But in group test, it generally doesn't happen because we usually give answers in a written form, and that is also in a form of multiple choice question, right? MCQs are there and there is no chance of manipulating the instructions. Instructions are already given. It is either in the written form or the tester has given it already before starting the test, right? So first categorization between individual and group test. Now second important one is verbal, non-verbal and performance test. Three types of tests are there: verbal, non-verbal and performance. When we talk about a verbal test, what does it mean? It generally, requires subjects to give verbal responses, either orally or in a written form. So these tests are administered only to literate people, right? We cannot these tests to illiterate ones, because in this language is also required, right? Maybe in the written form, and the persons are also giving their responses in oral form. The non-verbal tests are the test in which we are, suppose, let's take an example of RSPM, Raven's Standard Progressive Matrices. Under those tests, what was there? Certain pictures were there, certain patterns were there. Yes, you all can remember or not? So what were happening under that? Certain pictures and patterns are there, and what we are doing? We were just explaining the things according to those patterns and those situations or pictures. Another one is in the same performance test. Performance test mein kya kar rahe hain? We are performing. We are doing some action. We are manipulating the things. We are either playing with some objects as it is happening in the there is a name, Coase block design test. So you can give the example of this test. Coase block design test contains a number of wooden blocks. So certain objects are there, right? And the subject has to play with it or has to arrange it in some order. So this all requires some performance. The last categorization is what? The culture fair or culture biased test. Now culture fair test means if a test is containing questions related to its culture. Suppose in Indian culture, we are administering the test and the questionnaire is carrying or is containing the questions related to our society, related to our culture, then it's fine. It is a culture fair test. But if a situation is there, Western culture is there, where in Western countries, we are providing the subject with an Indian questionnaire. So what will happen? The situation will change. That child, that Western child will not be able to relate himself to the questions of Indian culture, right? So that will be a culture biased test. So this is a simple difference between culture fair and culture biased test. Now, what is important under this heading? That it is nearly impossible to design a test that can be applied equally meaningfully in all cultures. So this is a very important line, that it is really impossible to design a test that can be applied equally meaningfully, right? In all the culture, in all the cultures. And what else? In such tests, items are constructed in a manner that they access experiences common to all cultures or have questions in which language uses is not required. What is happening? What they are trying to say, that psychologists have tried to develop tests that are culture fair or culturally appropriate. That is, one that does not discriminate against individuals belonging to different cultures. ठीक है, culture fair की बात कर रहे हैं, तो this test is not discriminating against individuals belonging to different culture. But in such tests, items are constructed in a manner that they assess experiences common to all cultures or have questions in which language uses is not required. तो हम क्या कर सकते हैं, अगर इन अ कंडीशन वी हैव टू अप्लाई दिस टेस्ट, तो इसमें इस तरह से ले सकते हैं कि इन विच लैंग्वेज इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड. फाइन. Non-verbal and performance tests also help reducing the cultural bias usually associated with verbal tests. And same with non-verbal and performance tests. These type of tests could be applied to different cultures, right? Under these tests, if cultures are different, then also the non-verbal and performance test could be applied, whereas verbal test cannot be applied because it requires language. So we have to take the cultures into consideration before applying any kind of test to a subject. Fine. So some misuses of intelligence tests are also given on page number 14, that is box number 1.1. Just go through it. We have already discussed. Question could be asked from this also, that what are some misuses of intelligence test. Now, intelligence testing in India, another subtopic. Under this heading, we don't have to learn all the names. It is given on page number 15. Just go through table 1.2 and learn three names under each category. 3 names from verbal category and 3 names from performance one. Table 1.2, that's it. You don't have to do anything else under intelligence testing in India. Right? You just learn any 3 names from verbal category and another 3 names from performance, which are simple for you. You can learn any 3, right? Now let us start with another subtopic, that is culture and intelligence. When we talk about culture and intelligence, we easily get an idea that intelligence is also and equally affected by different culture. Yes or no? So under this heading, who was the psychologist? Vygotsky, a Russian psychologist, has argued that culture provides a social context in which people live, grow, and understand the world around them. So he was a renowned psychologist who have worked a lot in relation to culture and intelligence. He is saying that intelligence really determined by many factors, by different situations in which we are living, we are growing, and we are understanding the world around us. For example, now you can also explain this with a very small example. In less technologically developed societies, what is happening? Social and emotional skills are more valued as compared to technologically advanced society, right? Under that society, what all things are stressed more upon? Personal achievement, your abilities of reasoning, your judgment, your abstract thinking. So all these things are emphasized or stressed under technologically advanced societies. Whereas in less technologically developed societies, the social and emotional component is stressed, is emphasized. So how we'll start with this culture and intelligence with the Vygotsky view, that how does he define? Then we can give this example, and also you can give the definition of culture also. If a 6-mark question is there or a 4-mark question is there. Just define it in a very short that culture is a collection of customs, beliefs, attitudes, achievements in art and literature, right? Now I remember I made you people underline the name of the psychologist one by one. We have started with Vygotsky, then just underline Sternberg's notion of contextual or practical intelligence. We have done this under triarchic theory. Yes, Sternberg has given, and which intelligence we are taking under this topic, culture and intelligence, the contextual. You remember the last one, which is also known as practical intelligence, and other names are business sense and street smartness, right? You remember? So you're going to define that also, because that intelligence is also considering the culture, the society, the environment. Fine. After that, again, you're going to explain Vygotsky point of view that elementary mental functions such as crying, attending to mother's voice, sensitivity to smells, walking and running, all these are what? Universal. But the manner in which higher mental functions such as problem solving and thinking operate are determined culturally, right? What is the main thing? That simple functions, mental functions are universal. It is happening in the same manner in all the societies, in all the cultures. But the higher mental functions, problem solving हो गया या thinking कैसे operate होता है, it is quite different in different culture. And why is it so? Why it is different? Because there are different cultures, there are different societies. Again, we're going to give example of technologically advanced and less technologically advanced. Fine. Then you have to explain the technological intelligence. All can locate this word on page number 16, underline. What is happening under this intelligence? In these societies, persons are well versed in skills of attention, observation, analysis, performance, speed, and achievement orientation. In more technologically advanced societies, there, people adapt to child rearing practices which are fostering these skills, right? Of abstraction, of attention, of observation, of analysis. And intelligence tests developed in Western cultures look precisely for these skills in an individual. That is why we were discussing that these cannot apply to Indian societies or in less technologically advanced societies, because questions related there will be including related to these skills. And whereas in our societies, we emphasize more upon the social and the emotional component. Okay, fine. Ma'am, we can stop with the recording.